Hey, Mike, the marketing medic here. And today I want to talk to you about how you can cut your ad spend in half and still reach twice as many people. All right. If you're trying to grow your business, then you need to attract a cold audience. But as I talked about in other videos, going after a cold audience can be expensive. And I want to show you today how you can reduce your ad spend on that cold audience attraction. Okay, that's why I'm indoors, because I want to share my screen with you. Okay, so let's go into my computer and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so here we are inside my Facebook Ads Manager. You can see I have a dummy test ad set up here where we are targeting men and women aged 18 to 65 in California. Okay, I just wanted to have a number that we could work with. And you can see that we've got 29 million people we can target. But because I don't want to target, every person under the sun in California, I want to target the people who are interested in the services that I provide. And again, I can help people with their marketing strategy. I can help people with their traffic. I can help people build their funnels. Well, that means that I want to target people who have been interested in those types of services in the past. Okay. So if we're talking about funnel building, then of course we want to look at Russell Brunson. Okay. So here's the thing. Look at the number on the right. You can see it. There's 29 million people in California. But when I break it down to Russell Brunson, that number drops to 2.7 million. Okay. So do you know what that just did? That just increased the cost per click that I'm going to pay for ads. And this is why. Imagine you hire a kid to go to the shopping mall and hand out your flyers. Okay. So you've got 100 flyers. You're like, okay, kid, go to the shopping mall, hand out 100 flyers. What if that kid can just hand out those flyers to the first 100 people that walk by? It's going to take them, a few minutes to do it. All right. And that's what we were doing when we were just targeting the state of California, men and women aged 18 to 65. But what if we told that kid, okay, kid, I want you to go to the shopping mall and I want you to hand this flyer out, but only to women who are over, 5'10" in height. They're wearing a skirt and carrying a brown handbag. Okay. Now suddenly the targeting has got much more detailed. Okay. Because we're selling, clothing for tall, elegant women or something, right? So we'd only want them to see our flyer. So that kid's going to charge you a lot more because he's going to have to wait for the right woman to walk by to hand out that flyer. Okay. And so it's the same thing here. But what we can do is Russell Brunson's not the only player in this game. So what if we target Frank Kern? Okay. And so Frank Kern. And so let's watch that 2.7 million on the right. And so now that goes to 3.4 million. Okay. So now what we've done is we've told the kid, hey kid, you don't have to target brunettes. You can also target blondes. Okay. But there's more players in the game, right? We could target Amy Porterfield. Okay. Watch this number on the right, 3.4 million to 3.9 million. See how that's going up and up and up? Every time that number goes up, we decrease our cost per click. But still, we're being very specific on who we want, and we are still going to be paying a premium. Okay. So I want you to, I'm going to go to another page now, and I'll show you some of the targeting that I've done on one of my ads so you can get a better idea. Okay. So here we are in my custom audiences, and you can see I have this one titled Marketing Gurus, Off-Grid, Dogs, Horses, Big 5 Locations. All right. So I am targeting people who live in Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, New Zealand, and United States who are aged 30 to 55 who match these interests. They like Brendan Bouchard, Stephen Covey, Amy Porterfield, and other gurus and influencers. Okay. But those are the people who match me at the business level. Those are the types of people who are looking for the services that I provide. But as I talked about in another video, they must also match these interests, that they're interested in adventure travel, outdoor recreation, they're an outdoor enthusiast, off the grid, sustainable living, ethical consumerism, okay? A bunch of stuff along those lines so that the people that see my ads are in line with me on a business level and also on a personal level. And you can see the size of this audience is 9.9 million people, which seems like a big number. But when you look at the 5 countries I am targeting, Australia, Canada, we're talking about the potential for hundreds of millions. So this is actually quite a defined audience. And because of that, Facebook is going to make me pay because I've drilled so down, because I'm so detailed in my targeting. But here's the thing. I don't really Well, I do care, but for what I'm talking about here, I don't really care how much it costs. It's not important for me that millions of people see my ad. It's important for me that the right people see my ad. So I'm going to pay more to ensure that the right people see my ad. Now, here's the thing. What I want to show you in this video is how to decrease the cost of having the right people see my ad. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So what we want to do is we want to create an audience. We want to create a custom audience. We want to create a custom audience of people who have visited our website or our funnel, okay? And we just want to target those people that have visited the page that ad drove them to, okay? So I have my Marketing Medic pixel on the marketingmedic.ca website or funnel. And so that pixel is on every page of the funnel. And there's numerous pages on that funnel. But I only want them to go to, because this ad that I've created is for targeted Facebook tag, targeted audience growth. And so what you want to do is you want to look at the URL for your website. And let's say my website is www.themarketingmedic.ca/targeted audience growth. There we go. Okay. So now the custom audience that it's created is only going to be created from the people who visited www.themarketingmedic.ca/targeted audience growth. Okay. So we'll name that audience. I will name it tag. There we go. And we create the audience. Okay. So there we go. That is done. And you can see that tag is there now. It is populating. And so this audience is only from the people who have visited my Facebook tag course on the Marketing Medic website. But here's how we're going to save money on our future ad spend. Now we're going to come up here. We're going to go to Lookalike Audience, and we're going to create a source for that lookalike audience. And we're going to click on that, and we're going to click Other Sources, and we're going to scroll down until we find tag, which is right there. Okay. And we're going to disregard that. And so the location, we'll call it the United States. And you can have a big 5 there if you want. And now we can create our audience size. So we have a choice of how many audiences we want. I like to do 3. So click on 3, and then you have 0 to 1%, 1 to 2%, 2 to 3%, or you could get a little more widespread, go up to 10%. So you can go from 0 to 1%, 1 to 5%, and 5 to 10%. Okay, so these people are going to be hyper targeted. They're going to look very much like the people who clicked on our ads, and then these are going to look a little less like those people, and these people are going to look even less still. And then we create the audience. Okay, now here is what the magic of creating this lookalike audience is. Remember how the lookalike audience was created. It was created from our Facebook pixel. Okay. Our Facebook pixel only fired when people who liked either Russell Brunson or Amy Porterfield or Frank Kern, and they liked, dogs or outdoor living or adventure. So the only people who fired the pixel were people who were interested in my business services and who were like me personality-wise as well. Okay. So that's how that custom audience was created. And then we created people who looked like those people. All right. So this is where the genius comes in. So moving forward, once we have a decent custom audience size created, we need a decent audience size. I'd say, you probably want to do like 500 at a minimum, maybe 1,000 would probably be better. The bigger your custom audience, the better your lookalike audience will look like them. Okay. So, but once we've got that set, once we've got a large enough custom audience that we can build the lookalike audiences, now moving forward, all we need to do is target the lookalike audience. And when it comes to the cost for your Facebook ads, you're going to pay a lot less because you are targeting a more generic group of people. Even though those generic people, we know they like marketing or are interested in marketing. We know they like adventure and all that stuff. Since we haven't, typed that into the search forms and we haven't been so specific with Facebook, since we've been more broad, that's just this lookalike audience, then our ad cost, our cost per click, our cost per 1,000 exposures is going to be a lot less than when we are specifically targeting people like Russell Brunson. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to create, when you're doing your cold traffic, you want to do highly targeted cold traffic, because you only want the people who are interested in you and your services looking at your ads, looking at your stuff, but don't carry on like that indefinitely, okay? Because that's going to cost you a lot more for the cold traffic. Once you get a decent number, like 500 people in your pixel or 1,000 people in your pixel, then create that custom audience, create the lookalike audiences, and then target those lookalike audiences, because you're going to pay a lot less than when you're doing that hyper specific targeting from, those boxes. All right. And then with your custom audience, you're going to use that custom audience to retarget those people. Okay. And again, that will cost you less as well, because the custom audiences that you've created from your pixel, they've already raised their hand. They've already said, hey, I watched your video. I liked what you had to say so much that I clicked on your ads, so that I went to your website. So if they've liked you once, they're probably going to like you again. And Facebook likes showing ads to people that like the ads, because Facebook wants a good user experience. I'll talk about that in another video. All right, so there you go. If you want to go even deeper into how to do this with more of the details, and if you want to know what to do next once you've got that cold audience and how to retarget them to make sure that you get even more engagement for even less money and make sure you get even higher conversions, then make sure you check out Facebook Tag, Targeted Audience Growth. Simply go to www.themarketingmedic.ca and check out that course. All right, guys, hope you found this helpful, and I will see you on the next video. All right, talk to you then. Bye-bye.